So, it's the moment of conclusions and the moment of doing a small step for cities, but a big step for all our cities, for mankind, right? I don't know what is the order, but anyway. So, as I said this morning, we propose those of you who individually want to sign a first agreement. Please, can you recall what we are going to sign? There are minor modifications that I'm going to tell you. I've been asked, if you don't mind, to put a 0 instead of a 1 in the agreement, because we still don't have the city protocol running, so this is agreement number 0. Not to be too, maybe it's to be too humble, I don't know, but anyway, if you don't mind, we would put a 0 on the agreement. It's a minor change. Then this is what those who want to sign are asked to sign. You can do it. If you sign, you have to give your name. Then after your name, you can put your affiliation, but it's not necessary. You can put it if you want. For instance, I will put Manuel Sanromà, City of Barcelona, because I know that my mayor agrees. Every one of you knows if you can sign that on behalf of some institution or not. But we believe that this agreement can be signed as individuals. There will be a window of 1 week to sign the agreement. So if you don't sign it today, you will be able to sign it during 1 week, and now I will tell you how to do it. So I would like to sign, but I don't know, because my mayor, because my CEO, because somebody, I have elections in my organization, whatever, just think of it, and you will have an open window of 1 week to sign. So in 1 week, we should close the agreement, and those who will appear for history will be in the agreement. Because the agreement says, I repeat, is a recommendation, the date is today, and the status is a draft. We, the undersigned, those who sign, having participated in the first workshop on the City Protocol in Barcelona, July 16 and 17, make the individual statement to declare ourselves an open community interested in the development of the City Protocol. And hereby agree. 5 points. First point basically says this makes sense. Somebody, maybe we, maybe somebody, should proceed with that. Says that the endeavors of establishing an open process of agreement endorsed by an open community related to the development and management of cities should be further proceeded by representatives of cities, industry, academia, organizations, and civil society. We don't say that we are those representatives. We said that it makes sense. We call this endeavor the City Protocol. It's the best definition we have by now what the City Protocol is. We define the City Protocol. Second, that by open process, we mean that every individual or organization should be able to participate in it, with the only restriction of its goodwill to collaborate in the development of the City Protocol. By open community, we mean that clear rules of membership should be established through which any willing city, company, research center, institution, or organization should be admitted to the community. The deliverables of the open process of agreements, there has been a minor change. You have the final paper, but you may have an earlier version concerning intellectual properties and all this stuff of lawyers. Forgive me if there are some lawyers here, but the deliverables of the open process of agreements exclusively created for the City Protocol, in the form of written documents, this is exactly the same as has been always, should be owned by the community and made fully accessible to everyone through publication. Third, that here is a change in the name. We want to be very prudent, the step not too big, so we will not call it a board of trustees, but instead we will call it an interim steering committee. Okay, so that we commission an interim steering committee, ISC, to lead this process until the constitution of a formal organization that we agree to call the City Protocol Society. This is exactly the same as you have. If you follow the paper you may have, is everything exactly the same, which will be openly, please follow, announced in less than 6 months. Once constituted, the CPS, this CPS will elect its board, and it's formally approved by laws, and not the Board of Trustees, but the ISC, the Interim Steering Committee, will disband. The CPS will substitute the informal community that we have hereby constituted and will assume the leadership and ownership of the City Protocol. This ICS, this steering committee, will be made up by a provisionary secretariat under me. If you don't want me, I resign. I mean, somebody has to, I mean, I will do it for 6 months, and then hopefully there will be somebody else. Here I'm representing the will of the city of Barcelona to make this possible. As I told you, if we are alone, we will not make it. And this is a change, we are not deciding here who's going to be in the steering committee. So we put this sentence, and a group of volunteering representatives of institutions to be assembled in 1 week from today. So we will open a process by which every willing organization will be able to join the interim steering committee. I will tell you later about that. Here we decide only to mandate a secretariat, and that we will constitute in 1 week time the steering committee. The rest is the same, that the decisions by this steering committee be taken by consensus and made available to the community. This steering committee has to be open. The ISC will take all steps to ensure the possibility for any member of the community to be able to make proposals and or comments in the process of building the city protocol. We mandate this steering committee to be open in their discussions and their meetings and on whatever. Everyone willing to participate, we mandate these people to make it possible for anyone's participation. And finally, and most important, we commit ourselves to the best of our abilities, of course, to openly disseminate the content and spirit of this agreement inside our institutions, as well as among other partners that might be interested in joining the City Protocol and or the City Protocol Society, thus ensuring the openness of the whole process. That's what we ask everyone, every individual in this meeting willing to sign to do it. You can put your if you don't want to put your name here, no problem at all. If you put your name, you can either choose to also to put the institution you represent or not doing so, at your will. Then, to make it more open and not influencing anyone, you do what you like, and the nice girls there at the reception desk will pick up eventually your signature. We will gather it. We will then we will open 1 week time for you to sign to the email address that we will put here. Do you have the email address? It's already working. So there is an email address that is addressed to the secretariat, that in fact is my secretary, secretariat@cityprotocol.org, where you can say, just an email, me, blah, 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 your affiliation or not, would like to sign. If you do it physically now, you don't have to repeat it again. If you repeat it again, we will have to check it out and make the final list. But you have the one week window time to sign this agreement if you have to check with your organization or so. Is everything clear? Does anybody have any doubt of what he or she should be signing so that everybody decides freely to sign or otherwise? We will include, of course, this CPA 0 will include the list of the names of the signing this agreement and eventually the additional information of their institute. Yes, please.
We've got the old version here.
Yes.
Do we sign this?
You sign physically this, but the one that will appear on the website that now we are going to announce that is already online will be the one that I put on the screen. Did I make it clear? So the minor modifications are, you sign CPA 1 and it will be CPA 0. Yeah, it will be published in the website. So I commit my word that you will be signing only with these minor modifications. Is everything clear? So you do what you like, and then, and finally, concerning the interim steering committee, how we are going to proceed to make the things open, please. This will be probably CP2 or CP1 coming from the Secretariat. It will be information, a document of information agreed by me, by myself. So the provisory board of trustees will be, in fact, an interim steering committee. Okay, any institution willing to take part in this interim steering committee, remember that this steering committee will work for a maximum of 6 months to put everything in the hands of a formal community. So if somebody is willing to participate, is committing to work. And what does this mean? This means that, well, you would send an email to the same address as before, secretariat at cityprotocol.org, before July 24, in 1 week, saying it's my institution, me, on behalf of my institution, is willing to be part of the interim steering committee. Second, I or somebody from my institution will go to San Francisco for a face-to-face meeting on October the 12th. If you cannot go to San Francisco, of course you like the city, but for whatever reason, and you cannot send nobody from your institution, please, don't. We need at the very least one meeting face-to-face. So if you want to participate, you have to commit just a written email, but please do so. Otherwise, we will not consider you, because we want commitment. We don't want money, but we want commitment. Commitment to go to San Francisco for a face-to-face meeting to be held on October 12th. It's a Friday. Well, spend a weekend in San Francisco. And third, the commitment of the person on behalf of the corresponding institution to actively participate in the work on the interim steering committee with an estimated rate of online meetings of 2 per month, and the emails and the activity that is concerned. Is all this clear? We think that this allows everybody willing to participate in the opening process to be able to participate. We were thinking of saying, of course, we have asked some people that we would like to have, but anybody willing to participate, if he's able to write one mail like this one, will participate. So don't think that this is a closed system. This is an open. We are talking of open, and we want to make it open as possible. Yes, please.
Is someone paying for the San Francisco trip, because cities don't have...
We will have to figure out. We will have to figure out. At this moment, we cannot commit to pay for that. We will see. When I say we, is no, my wife wouldn't let me do it. We will try to help, but yes. More questions? And the last one, 3 things that this interim steering committee will do. They will take into account the output of the discussions of the Barcelona workshop and elaborate a new document on the city protocol that will supersede any previous documents. So, the output of this meeting in the form of a new document will supersede any previous vision. So when we have this document, forget about the previous document. The city protocol will be what has come out from this meeting and been written by this steering committee. Second, we'll establish a strategy and action plan for the immediate future that takes into account the constitution of the City Protocol Society. This steering committee must write down a document on a strategy and action plan. And they have 6 months to do so, okay? It has been decided in the agreement. And third, it will decide where the second workshop on the City Protocol will be held before 9 months. We think that we should meet again this open community in less than 9 months for a second workshop to be held in another city in the world. This is what we think that the minimum that this steering committee should commit itself to do. Yes, there are, of course, the only thing that we can commit to do is to meet in San Francisco in October. Then there will be other meetings. For instance, in November, there will be an expo here in Barcelona, and I think that this steering committee should work for the involvement of mayors, CEOs, deans, rectors, because here we are the seat of the City Protocol Task Force. But we are not the City Protocol Society. The City Protocol Society should be signed by cities, officially, by companies, CEO or whoever, by universities, the rector or the president or whoever, and they are not here. So we should work to involve these big brains to decide to join this process. But we cannot commit that right now, because what if mayors say that no? What if CEOs say, forget about your dreams? But we should work on that. There are other meetings going on smart cities all over the place. You are related to some of them. It would be nice to have small sessions on the city protocol on these meetings. But it's up to we, it's up to you, it's up to your energy, the capacity to convince these people that something important is going on and that they should take into account the city protocol. We are a small baby, and we have no power, we have a big brain, but we are very feeble, and we have to get strength. We can only commit to what really we can do. So that's about what I wanted to say. If more than one people has signed the city protocol, the CPA, I'm the virtual secretary of this virtual organization, and we will do our best. Now I give the word to Vicente.
Hello. So I am really impressed. I and I think you have been participating in many meetings, conferences, in many places, and normally the second day, 50% of the people leave. So the first night, you remember, was raining. Today is sunny. So if you stay here, that means that it makes interest. So thank you. The second thing is that you were talking about the idea to have a website. In fact, we have cityprotocol.org. Today is registered here, but the day that City Protocol Society is created, the website and everything will be given by to the organization, everything. We have also, and you can see here that there have been some tweets, and some of you have been tweeting, so also all the others. We have a channel in YouTube with, well, there are the Twitter, that in fact Twitter is at City Protocol Society. There are some videos, including the video Vinton Third for Yol Boygas and the Castell. All of them are already in the YouTube channel of City Protocol. All of these, again, will be given to the City Protocol Society when it's created. We have also the task force access, because as Manuel said, we are the City Protocol task force. So that means that we are the individual people that are working. And then this will be one of the environments that we will be working.
Not engineering task force, but task force anyway. You know, we've been doing many mistakes, but please forgive us.
Okay. Anyhow, we wanted to show that we have the place. We have, in fact, the Oh, it's already changed. That's fast. I mean, it's incredible. Is the CPA 0 is here already, and in the same way that the Internet Protocol works, we'll have, this will be the place where all the agreements and everything will be saved, and in the future, if everything goes well, we'll be able to recover all this information. Here will be the place where the working groups will be created, where the forums will be created. There are, in fact, already the mailing list, and the way we'll be communicate will be, in fact, developed here.
One thing I should add, excuse me, Vicente.
Okay.
We will make public every document generated here, the list of participants, not your emails, but every photograph made here. If somebody has any problem with being here, please tell to the organization and we will eliminate that. No, I'm serious. I mean, everything will be published. And if you miss something, please tell to the virtual secretary and we will make it published.
Okay. We'll publish all the pictures. If anyone wants to eliminate any picture, please tell us also. We'll be also eliminating pictures and videos and whatever. So that means that this is the environment we want to create. There will be then some part that is more communicative and some area that is more like the working area. I would like to conclude with some words. Well, first of all, in fact, I would like to announce that we have been talking with different people about the committee, the board, joining people. And right now we receive a message from the mayor of Paris, saying that he gave the authorization for the representative to Paris to join as individual, but as also as part of the city. So I think that to have the committee...
L'audace, toujours l'audace.
Oh, toujours, c'est la beauté, toujours, c'est la beauté. If we represent two things here, we both work for the city of Barcelona. He's an astronomist, I am an architect, and we are working for this...
Astronomer. I used to be.
Okay, astronomer. He explained me the theory of relativity when we fly is really incredible. Anyhow, Manel, let's say, represent the box, the structure of what we are creating in order that the kind of debate we are creating is good. And this is really important. What is absolutely really important is not what we talk, but how we talk. And the fact that we decide that we want to talk flat, open, transparent, etc., is something crucial because cities in general are not related with this. Cities that are related, in many cases, with many interests about land, about whatever, about voting, about politics. We want to create a platform that should be flat and open. But obviously, we should not forget the contents. And I would like to say 4 or 5 things that I think that are crucial, that make us different. The first thing is that I would like to say that what we want to create is a global multi-stakeholders organization. That the day one, today, there are people from 5 continents, from many cities. So this is not an organization that was Chinese, American, or European that has been scaled to global. This is a global stakeholder organization, and I think that this is absolutely crucial. We start flat, and we want to keep flat. The second idea that could be also a small definition of what is the city protocol is that this is an incubator of projects based on shared frameworks and standards to be applied by cities. If cities are not applying what we are thinking here, it will not make sense. Tomorrow, I will be putting one brick on top of each other. I will be opening a street in some part of Barcelona, and some of you will be doing things like this. So that means that we are people oriented to action. And if we will be success, if the kind of agreement that we have are oriented to make real things in cities. In fact, the third question is that the agreement will be created by raw consensus and deliverables. The running code are the quick wins. Running code in computers is easy. We just upgrade in easy. The question is, we want to do things. Remember with Vinton Cerf or Oriol Boiga say, let's talk, but let's do something fast in order to see that what we are doing is true. And it's true. The truth is that making things in cities is very slow, especially if it's related with investment, related with the streets, related with construction, infrastructures, or anything. In any case, we want to work not in the 4-year period of, let's say, elections structure, but more like in 6 months, winning and trying to understand every 6 months that maybe we'll be meeting face by face, that we did something that is real, that we can touch. Another crucial thing for this organization is that we are mixing urbanism, ecology, and technologies of information. There are some people related with urbanism, the people that were making city until 25 years ago. There are other people coming from the green, sustainable, etc. And there are some organizations about this. And there are other people working about the smart technology or whatever. And in many cases, each of us, we have a role. There are some people that is the CIO, architect, ecologist, etc. What we want to do, and this is new, is to put all together. We really need to invent. I mean, in 10 years, we'll not talk anymore about the smart cities, I'm sure. We'll be talking about bio-cities or biocities or whatever. It will be new paradigms, but we wanted to call it city protocol because this will be about cities. Cities will be cities in 20, 50, and 100 years. And right now, the big challenge is to see how we mix urbanism, ecology, and technologies of information. The fifth question is that this should be multicultural and multi-scalar. This is not a Mediterranean approach, an American approach, an Indian or Chinese approach, or whatever. This should be really multicultural. We should be able to discuss about questions that we can agree that are part of the same things. All of us, we have streets, trees, building, mobility, and whatever. And in any place, in each place, is represented and built in a different way. Another crucial question is the multi-scalarity. It's not the same cities that are 50,000 people that 5 million people. Obviously, in this space, there will be different situations, different technologies, different situations, etc. But all of us, we are cities. So that means it's not cities more than 1 million people. It's about living together and creating communities. And the last thing, and maybe the most important, is that the city protocol should not compete with any other organization. In the same way that the internet is a network of networks, we should be a community of communities. We are not competing with any NGO, with any standards, with any whatever. We should be the ones that are able to discuss in an open flat way with people from different backgrounds in order to generate a community that is doing real things. So the only proof that we won is that we will be doing that. People will say, this is created, this is following the city protocol. And this is exactly what we would like to do. I just would like to say thank you. For me, it's a really great pleasure to work with you. It was a kind of dream, the idea that we could put together people from 30 cities, from 20 universities, from organizations, from companies, and work together. So it will be great that we could transform this dream into reality. Thank you.
A casa sempre m'han dit que per aconseguir el que vulgui, el que jo vulgui, no cal ser ni alt ni baix, ni prim ni gros, ni guapo ni lleig. A mi sempre m'han dit que el que cal és tenir moltes ganes d'aconseguir-ho i trobar molts amics que també en tinguin de ganes. I els he trobat.
Quina colla està aquesta?
De la franja.
A poquet, va! Vinga, va, fineix, Vinga, va, que som comença! Ja apretarem, forra, tranquils, ja apretarem! Cisco, què? Va, som-hi! Tranquils, que està molt maco! Està perfecte, Vinga, Maria! Que està molt maco, va! Que no es pot demanar més, home!
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. We'd like to make a group photo over here. Some people sit on the front row, but we'll be guided by the people, the photographers. So please come to the front row if you like, and on the podium, on stage.
I know people gonna talk the way they do sometimes.